Where am I?
Happy New Year, everybody. New year, new gimmick. I didn't say gamers.
Wow.
Pretty cool.
What's up, gamers?
Oh, fuck. My New Year's resolution. It's over.
Well, to not call anyone a gamer, or just in the context of opening the podcast, because I still did it. You didn't do it.
It was more of a podcast
Resolution.
direction. Podcast direction resolution is we wouldn't be isolating, excluding the non-gaming contingent of the cast.
That's a lot of, well, but we might be excluding the gamers. I feel like gamers
they've been included long enough.
They're our core audience, though, because now I feel excluded, frankly.
Right. What's up, one and all, everybody, gamers, non-gamers, criminals, non-criminals, especially
straight people, non-straight people, wherever you fall in the gender spectrum.
Welcome.
This is... They're all good, except for the criminals.
Happy New Year to everybody except sex offenders and murderers. There we go.
Sure.
How is the new year for you?
For me? Yeah, we haven't talked in a minute.
It's been a month and a half, it feels like.
I think it's been more like half of a month. Yeah. We were on a holiday hiatus, and it was scheduled and deliberate. No, it's been fine. It got very cold. It's been really nice in Texas. It's been like 70, 80-ish, the last week.
Folks? Don't have children.
Well, I'm trying not to. But it got very cold today. So my little tomato plant outside, which was thriving in the warm weather, is it is wilted and like on death's door. Like
Veggie Tales behind the scenes.
Yeah. Like Darkest Dungeon, where you could be on death's door. Speaking of which, I played a board game over Christmas break. That was like basically a board game version of Darkest Dungeon, but it had nothing to do with it. But you're like wandering around a fucking manor that you explore. There's like a tablet app where you have to like use the tablet to like actually play the game. And you could receive like insanity damage or whatever.
That sounds familiar.
And you can, max that out, and then you get like a card that tells you how like you have to behave like a weirdo now. And then if you hit it again, then you die. Gotcha. Much like Darkest Dungeon, one would say.
Much like it.
They even had some of the same sound effects, which I'm sure were just from like some stupid sound bank. But
yeah,
I was
YouTube sound library.
Yeah, that's what I do. What else? What else is going on? I was in Richmond for Christmas.
Yeah. Hanging with the fam.
Not hanging with my fam, but hanging with certainly a fam. Which is good.
Family at birth.
No, not my assigned family at birth. Just yeah, but that was good. You get any cool loot? I got a sous vide thing.
Yeah, I got a gold chain.
Yeah, you're a real gold chain kind of a guy, so that makes sense.
Thank you.
Really goes well with all your streetwear.
I could show it off for a second, maybe.
Show it off. I'll try and describe it. Oh, that is okay. So I was talking shit, but that does look like a very nice gold chain. Like it has some heft to it. It's like thick.
It's cute.
Not with 3 C's, but like definitely 2.
Yeah,
which would be the normal.
It's a Cuban link.
Is that? It doesn't look like a necklace though. It's like more of a bracelet.
Yeah,
that's cute.
Thank you.
Yeah. I actually kind of like it.
It's my bail money in case I get arrested. So
yeah. Was it expensive? Docs how rich you are.
I hear it's expensive. I will say that.
Is that what your wife's gift to you was?
Yeah, that was one of the gifts that I got.
Yo, wife.
Yep.
It doesn't really work the same.
No, he also doesn't even say that.
Yeah.
It's the Mandela effect, dude.
Is it?
I think so.
I feel like he says it.
He never says it. I looked it up. He talks about his wife, but he doesn't say it like that.
My wife.
Me and my wife. No. His wife is his sister, I believe. I don't know. I haven't seen Borat since 2006, to be honest.
I saw it on a plane flying from London back to the good old United States of America. England. There's nothing jolly about it, man. It's a very dreary place. They all got jacked up teeth.
And it rains all the time? What's up with that? Just water your friggin' garden. Don't make God do it.
Yeah, the very lazy British. Do they even have gardens there? It's just all buildings. At least in London.
I don't know. They have to grow their potatoes and bangers. I don't know what bangers are.
Bangers and mash. Bangers are sausages.
Yeah, you got to grow those in the garden.
Mm-hmm. It's called a pig.
Is it?
Yeah.
All right.
That's what sausages are made out of. A little fun facts
the more you know.
A little fun facts for the audience if they didn't know how what the primary meat was in a sausage. It's pork.
That's how the sausage is made,
folks. We're back.
We're back, baby. Yeah, I got very sick recently.
I heard that was, if it wasn't for the fact that we deliberately scheduled 2 weeks off at the end of the year to celebrate the holidays with with your family and me with, not my family.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for that, we would have recorded, but you were sick, so it wouldn't have happened anyway. I hear you got the COVID?
Maybe.
Am I going to get it? Talking to you?
Maybe.
Folks.
Wow. It is a viral infection.
Just like this podcast, baby.
We're viral. We're infecting your mind.
Yeah, we're giving you ideas.
Yeah. Here's an idea. Fill a bucket full of water.
Mm-hmm.
Put it under your parents' bed.
Okay.
Leave it there. 3 years.
Did you do this?
Come back, and the still water has been a breeding ground for West Nile virus. We're doing the comeback from 2003. Is that West Nile 2003? 2002.
I'm not up on the West or East Nile anything. Not a big Nile guy.
West Nile virus. When was this popping off?
Ooh.
It's not just going to give me a year. I just Googled a virus. It's like if I Google influenza, I'm like, when did this happen? In 2020, there were 102 cases of West Nile virus. Who knew?
Not me.
I had no idea. And that's the bad boy of the week, the West Nile virus. 2 years ago, it killed 100 people. Well, infected 100 people. It actually killed 2 people, but
man, we really, not too long ago, we kind of had viruses under control.
Yeah, I remember I got my West Nile vaccine when I was 10, and
I don't know if
I haven't got it since.
That.
There isn't one; doesn't exist.
So you're just lying?
Yeah, I'm just lying. I believe that it's just like
trying to gaslight me on air, buddy.
I can't imagine that it exists. West Nile vaccine. There are no vaccines. That's correct. Most people don't even feel sick. 1 in 5 people who are infected develop a fever and other symptoms.
Why are they making such a big deal about this virus then if it doesn't do anything?
I don't know. It seemed to be bad at the time.
Well, I mean, but now, no,
It
I'm like,
might
oh,
bounce back.
like 100 people got it. Yeah, whatever. 2 people died. Who cares?
I mean, that was in 2020. But in like 2001, probably, when it was popping off, if you got bit by a mosquito, you would like
How many digits was it? Was it?
I don't know.
I don't think it was as high as COVID. Although I'm sure like
No,
COVID's
absolutely not.
by itself not that bad. It makes other things worse. But well, you tell. What was your experience with it like? Because you had it.
Well, presumably. I did test negative.
But your wife had a positive test.
No,
No,
nobody has had a positive test
no, you're
in
saying you
this
had it.
circle.
So
That was.
now it sounds like you're lying for clout.
I am stealing a bit of
You're
COVID
stealing
valor.
much like you steal poor valor. You're stealing COVID
It's
valor.
true. Yeah, I don't know. I got very sick, and I went to get tested, and they were like, "I don't know, you didn't book an appointment to get tested." And I was like, "No, I did. I called like an hour ago, and you said to come in an hour, and it's now that time." And they were like, no, that doesn't sound familiar." And then I was like, "No, it should. There's 2 people in this building working. I called one of you. One of you answered the phone. I can assure you of that." And they're like, "Oh yeah, that's fine. We didn't put you in the system. We just lied to you." And I was like, "Okay, thanks. Can you put me in the system now?" And then somebody else came in. They're like, "I have an appointment and I am in the system." And
So
I
you got
felt
cucked,
very
kind of.
marginalized.
Now,
It was
which marginalized community are you a part of?
fine. White people,
Got
the
it.
most oppressed.
No, that's gamers, especially after our change at the beginning of this episode.
It's true.
It was a toss up before, but that was the
Yeah,
straw that broke the camel's back. As a gamer,
yeah. The next Evo, there's definitely going to be a shooting.
I wouldn't be surprised. Well, actually, no. Fighting game people are really, I think, happy right now because a lot of their games are doing the rollback net code.
I have no idea about any of this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got tested, and they at no point in the process did they say that you have to be asymptomatic until they like have the swab out and they're about to put it in my face hole, and they're like, "You don't have any symptoms, right?" And I'm like, "What am I going to do now? You want me to be like, oh yeah, I am, and then I have to leave?" So I lied. I did a little bit of a lie, and I said I was not symptomatic, even though I was.
Wow.
Yeah.
Bad boy of the week, Skillshy for telling a lie.
I'll tell you, that was Monday, the 27th.
Yeah.
It is now January 2nd. I've been attempting to get a symptomatic test since then. Cannot be done.
Yeah, I don't have any tests here either.
It's
People are like, just get tested. I'm like,
I'd love
unless
to.
you stockpile tests before, that just isn't a thing.
Yeah. And also, the cases are skyrocketing. Like, we had 15,000
I hear
cases.
Canada's been having it rough.
Yeah.
Like Toronto specifically, right?
Yeah, we had 15,000 cases in Ontario. And that's a lot. That's definitely our highest of all time. And that was in one day. And I was like, I don't know anybody who can get a test. So that number's got to be like
Probably
way higher
higher.
than that.
Yeah.
Like way higher than that.
But I feel like the new variant's it's not as big of a deal. It's pretty. I mean, it's not great, but it sounds like a bad cold for most people.
Yeah,
But at the same time, it's
cold
like
for
people are
me.
using hospital resources that could be used for other things. So
Yeah,
it sucks.
it's not good. You shouldn't have it.
You really shouldn't.
I technically, as far as I know, I don't. But my
Yeah.
assumption is that I do. So my wife had a cold, confirmed multiple tests, not COVID. And then I got sick, and she's like, it's probably just a cold. You got my cold. That's fine. And I was like, okay, whatever. I'm a
Mm-hmm.
little baby. I got a cold, and it ruined my life. I scored 100 on the thermometer. Pretty cool. And then she started getting sick again with the same symptoms that I had. And then
Yeah.
she's like, no, you definitely have COVID. This is for sure you have COVID. Now that I'm sick, you for sure have it. And then she started getting better. And she was like, well, that makes sense because I'm boosted. And then, like, a day later, she was fine. And then she was like, yeah, I think you just had a cold. Now that I'm not sick anymore, you just have a cold. But when I was sick, it was COVID. But now it's just a cold.
Sounds like your wife's gaslighting you.
A little bit.
She's
honestly.
kind of invalidating your
I'm
lived
here
experience.
I don't know what I have, so I can't say that she's invalidating anything.
She's throwing one theory into the pile.
Yeah. And honestly, I appreciate it. I love my wife. I'm glad that she's here to keep me humble and keep me on high alert when needed. And I'm doing fine. I mean, my nose is stubby. You can hear it in my voice.
I can hear it. Yeah, you sound like shit.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
That means that I am indeed sick. And I almost went to a Christmas party on the 26th. And I was like, I feel a little bit ill. I shouldn't go. And I did the right thing. Didn't go. Missed out on some great food.
Who was hosting the party?
My Italian sister-in-law's family.
Oh, that would have been great.
It would have been great.
I should have been there.
You should have been there. I'm sure it would have gone over swimmingly.
It would have.
I mean, yeah. I think you would get along with them.
I'm good at parties.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem like it too much from this show, but I'm a joy. I'm a delight.
I'm really bad at parties.
Yeah,
let me tell you. Oh, excuse you. I can't believe you just fucking said that.
Well, I'm yes anding the bit. You see.
Okay.
You said I'm not good at parties, and I said yes, and that tracks.
Yes, and I believe it.
Yeah. Be careful what you wish for, man.
Okay. Yeah, I'm very bad at parties. I'm very much hang out with the dog type party goer.
Truthfully, I'm like a 50-50. Sometimes I'm good at parties, and sometimes I can't be bothered, and I'll hang out with whatever animal I.
Yeah, I hang out with the animal, and then if anyone else is also bad at parties and they want to hang out with the animal, whoo boy, am I fucked.
Yeah.
I can't be doing that.
And then you're like, well, I guess I'll hang out with nobody.
Yeah,
that'd be like a good time to be into smoking. You're like, I'm going to go smoke a whole pack of cigarettes until the party's over.
Yeah. That's, you could also just leave if you think about it. Yeah, anyway, I'm doing fine. Presumably don't have COVID. I'm going to get a test this week. I've already
sure?
Yeah. I had to special order through my sister-in-law in America, who stole American tests and is shipping them internationally, which also might be a crime. I don't know. I don't think so.
I don't know enough about
tests. I feel like it can't be a crime.
It's just a test.
Yeah.
I mean, it's one thing if she like stole them from.
She paid for them.
Yeah, she paid for them, and she's allowed to do with them as she pleases, including ship them across borders.
Speaking of crimes, have you ever seen the film Nightmare Before Christmas?
I haven't.
That's good, because this crime has nothing to do with that movie. But it is a Christmas movie that I did not watch recently. and the lead character, Jack Skellington,
Yeah.
has a bit of a spooky face.
No,
Right?
he's just kind of a skeleton.
He's kind of a Skellington. You know who else has a spooky face?
I know, well, you're going to tell me, but
Scream. I don't know his name. Is his name Scream from the Scream franchise?
I'm pretty sure Scream is like there's somebody behind the mask, and it's not just
what's
a
his
guy
name?
named Scream. I don't know. I've never seen them. I don't know. I don't watch horror movies.
Yeah, me neither. But he's got an iconic face.
Scream for sure. I mean, that mask was something every kid dressed up as.
Yep.
As a kid, and I didn't know it was from Scream. So I'm like, yes, it's just the scary ghost
the Halloween
costume
face.
Yeah, because I was an idiot.
That's also what I thought.
Yeah.
So I found out today through my research, the Scream character from the franchise
Scream
is based on a true story.
Wow.
I had no idea.
You heard it here first.
No one listening knew that. Guaranteed.
Definitely not Matthew Dougzone.
Absolutely.
Definitely not.
Definitely. So this is...
Check out the Dougzone, guys.
Or
they're great.
Or don't.
You heard it from me that I said that they're good. Matt
I didn't say that they're bad. I just said you can or don't. I'm not,
you're giving them options, okay?
I guess you options.
Don't feel pressure to check them out. If you're a scaredy little baby who gets anxiety by making decisions, then maybe pass on listening to them. Or maybe you're a scared little baby that needs somebody to tell you what to do. And I'm saying, go fucking listen, idiots.
Yeah, listen to our Swapcast at least.
Yeah, I don't remember. I don't remember what we talked about.
I
remember talking a lot, and I remember you not talking a lot. It was really mostly me and Matt talking.
Yeah. I think that I was on like 30 hours of no sleep. And I had to go to work immediately after.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah. Anyway, so this is Danny Rolling, who is the inspiration.
Was he rolling in the deep?
What you know about rolling down in the deep? He's the Gainesville Ripper.
I thought you were going to say something else.
Why is it Ripper? Why is that the serial killer moniker? Jack the Ripper?
Life rips,
anybody? Man. Life does rip, dude. Death apparently rips.
Lots of things rip.
Maybe it's
paper. Famously so. It's really good at ripping.
It is good at ripping. Bongs?
You can rip bongs. Ass.
Yep.
Not a nice fart.
Anyway, maybe it's supposed to be about Reaper. Who's to say? Folks, sound off in the wherever. Why is it Ripper? Google it and then tell me. I'm not in the business of Googling shit for this show. So he killed. Don't worry about it. Don't think too hard.
He did research.
Don't think too hard. I use Ask Jeeves to find this story. So Danny Rolling was a murderer in Gainesville, Florida.
It's always Gainesville.
It's always Gainesville. In 1990, he killed 5 students. And then he confessed.
5's a good number?
5's too many, in my opinion.
No, it's just a nice. I mean, 5's not an even number, but you know what I mean. It's
an honorary even.
It's an honorary even. Yeah, it's a good number. Because 6 would have felt strange. 7's tacky.
You ever notice like 25's more even than 26?
That's true. That is true. Because 26 divided by 2, that's 13, which is a very odd number.
Yeah.
But 5 divided by 5, or 5 times 5 is 25. Ooh, nice. 5 divided by 5 is just 1. I can do math.
Good job. Anyway, he killed five students in Gainesville. And then he later confessed to raping several of his victims and committing a triple homicide in Shreveport, Louisiana.
Oh, Shreveport. Yeah, Shreveport. I know people from there.
Yeah. Do you know Daniel? He died in 2006.
I know Daniel's dad, 1976.
He attempted to murder his own father in May of 1990. I guess he didn't succeed. Total killed 8 people, confirmed, and he was sentenced to death. Yep.
Yeah.
And he was executed. But here's where it gets interesting. He was born in Shreveport, and his father, a Shreveport police officer. And here's where it gets a cab. Now, James, Danny's father, was always saying that Danny was unwanted from birth. He abused him and he beat him, and his mother and his brother, for breathing in strange ways, for example. Just frivolous things.
But, don't breathe weird. Or don't chew with your fucking mouth open, okay? Like,
again,
act fucking normal.
I don't think that you should punch your child in the face for breathing in a way that you don't like.
Well, but if you said before, hey, don't breathe weird, and they continue to do it, all I'm saying is sometimes, words are not going to accurately communicate.
Perhaps if you have children, they will become a serial killer.
Me?
Yeah.
Well, for a number of reasons, that's not happening. And they would never, because I'm actually a delight and I'm just doing a bit. Duh.
That's fine.
It's fine. We're not doing anything about it.
We're all doing bits. And then Danny's mother, Claudia, was in the hospital claiming that her cop husband tried to make her cut herself with a razor blade. Now that's gaslighting. That's what I call gaslighting. And she kept trying to leave, and then she would always come back. A little trauma glue keeping you together.
Yeah. I was thinking about if they had glue in Minecraft the other day. Like if you kill horses, you could put them, whatever, their hooves drop, and you put it in a furnace, and then you cook that and get glue, and then you can stick blocks together or something, which you can kind of already do. But
yeah, blocks already stick together.
Yeah,
except
but
sand.
Well, you can make sand stick together.
Pretty cool.
Or you could stick things together so you could move a bunch of stuff with one piston. There you go.
There you go.
I just invented a reason. Minecraft, guys, check out the new update.
Check out
My realm's still alive, by the way. And I've been playing. You should get Minecraft. You should. It'd be fun. It'd be fun.
I believe it would be fun. So here's how good old James Rolling,
Rolling in the deep,
disciplined his future serial killer son. He pinned him to the ground and handcuffed him and had the police take his son away. And the reasoning he gave for this is he's embarrassed by his son.
I mean, fair.
Just like, you embarrass me, I'm just going to send you to jail.
Yeah. I'm for that.
All right. Okay.
You're inconsiderate. You should go to jail, for sure. Being inconsiderate should be punishable by death. You leave your fucking card out in the parking lot, dead.
All right.
You cut somebody off for no reason on the road, dead.
Have you ever been to Pancho's Mexican Buffet in Shreveport?
I've never been to Shreveport, but I can reach out, do some research, and see if anybody else has.
Okay, well, this serial killer was a waiter there.
And when was this?
1990, probably before that. You know anyone who went to Pancho's restaurant in Shreveport, Louisiana in like 1987, perhaps?
87?
87,
no.
88.
That's a little too far back.
All right. That's fine.
Yeah. It's fine. We're not going to do anything about it.
He like, decapitated these people. He posed them. He took photos. This,
one of the first instances of a selfie,
real
perhaps.
Weirdo stuff. Real weirdo stuff.
Why do people, when they kill, why do they got to be fucking freaks about it?
They love to be freaks about it.
Like, why can't somebody just be like, yeah, I'm just going to kill for for the sport, but then it has to be like some psychosexual thing every single fucking time. That's what all these. I mean, maybe that's what people listen to this shit for, right?
Yeah,
because they wouldn't want to be like, this guy was like the best killer. He would kill him, and no one would find it, and he did it for like 30 years, and that was great. And he was just like, yeah, I just like doing it. You never hear that. It's always like, yeah, this guy
just good
jacks off into the fire.
Yeah. Just if you're good at something, you don't do it for free, I guess.
Yeah, I guess those people just are working for the U.S. government.
Ooh, got him. Dick Cheney, you're on notice.
This is a woke podcast.
Dick Cheney dead? He's got it. He's not.
No, he's alive.
He's alive.
We would have heard about it. And we would have heard about it in a really annoying way,
Yeah, like, I probably will find out about Dick Cheney's death via a Donald Trump statement.
That would be cool. That would be good. I look forward to hearing what he has to say, but like, I don't look forward to hearing what people I follow on Twitter have to say. For really on any side of anything, it's probably all going to be really annoying. But Donald Trump, he could say whatever. I think it's probably funny.
Yeah. Alec Baldwin does like a pretty good Trump impression.
He's also good at killing people.
He's also good at his Dick Cheney impression is the punchline.
No.
Because Dick Cheney also shot somebody in the face. By accident.
By accident. Connections, they're everywhere. If you know where to look. Succession is the vaccine. Call your mom.
Dalton, thanks for being on the show.
We should ask Dalton to do the podcast.
Sure.
Why not?
I asked him to check out my music. He ghosted me, so who's to say?
Get him to do the podcast. That could be interesting.
Who's to say what our relationship is like at the moment?
Well, I don't think you had a relationship at all. So I don't
think he knows who I am.
Yeah. Oh yeah, let's get Dalton on the cast before Robbie. Robbie did say that Dalton quit the Loud Boys to do Bad Boy Crimes, so I feel like I have to do that just to we have to make it happen somehow, and I think we can.
Circle the bit.
Yeah, because he's back. He's back on Twitter doing his spaces where he just talks about. Jesus. Right now it's Bob Iger dating Kamala Harris. I think that was what I listened to today, and about how that's some sort of conspiracy for. Clearly, his time in whatever institution he was in did not help as much as it could have. He seems a little less manic, which is good.
Yeah,
but call your mom. It's great advice. Mm-hmm. We should, unless you don't like your mom, call your mom.
I'm looking at
especially if you don't like your mom, you should call your mom. Maybe you could turn a new leaf or something.
It seems like he's in love with NFTs now.
I mean, NFTs are stupid, man.
Based on his Twitter, it looked like he just searched Twitter for NFT and retweeted everything.
Did he really?
That's what it looks like.
Dalton, buddy, what are you doing, man?
Yeah, I don't know. Do you
want he has a referral link for crypto.com. You can get $25 if you use it, as well as he also gets $25. So check out Dalton's Twitter and get yourself $25 in cryptocurrency. What's the worst that could happen?
Seconds ago.
Yeah. You heard it here first, baby.
Reply to that tweet asking Tim to come on the show. Anyway, nobody knows who Dalton is, and that's fine. Dalton,
Dalton, get better. I'm praying for you.
Call your dad Rex.
I feel like Rex doesn't need to be called. I think Rex has his finger on the pulse of what's going on. As much as anybody can in this situation.
Yeah. That's fine.
I don't think that change in medication really solved whatever the core problem was.
No, he claimed it did.
He claimed it, yeah, and then clearly, his words are not necessarily meant to be taken at face value.
Yeah, I think that's fair,
and that's fine. You shouldn't believe everything you hear, and from some people more than others, like me. Just kidding.
Yeah. Speaking of Twitter,
yeah.
Someone we all know and love has been suspended from Twitter.
Who?
Do you know who it is?
No.
It's Marjorie Taylor Greene.
Who's that?
Is that familiar?
The name's familiar, but I'm not.
I believe she's a state representative who. Yeah. Just a little bit of a bad person.
Yeah. She kind of hot, though, right?
I wouldn't know.
Good answer.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, so she got suspended after being insane for like 2 years in the public eye.
Oh, she's not. She's not hot. I mean, she's not ugly, but she's not to my taste, that's for sure.
And you also may know, probably not, Trevian Cuddy.
I know a Kid Cudi.
I know a Kid Cudi as well. Trevian Cuddy with Kutti. She went famous recently, went viral, because Reuters did an expose of a cop's body cam where she was threatening a Georgia poll officer and being like, "You're a loose end that the Republican Party needs to tie up or clear up or something."
That's kind of fucky wucky.
Yeah. And she was like, January 3rd, 2021, she was like, something's about to happen and you're a loose end and maybe watch your fucking back. And that was inside a police station that meeting occurred. So she follows me on Twitter. We're good friends. She likes some of my tweets sometimes. And this was her take on Marjorie Taylor Greene getting suspended from Twitter. When Americans cheer silencing Americans with differentiating opinions, Orwellianism and Fahrenheit 451ism has metastasized within the greatest country on earth. Hashtag freedom is a fragile thing and is never more than one generation from extinction. Free Marjorie Taylor Greene. What are your thoughts?
Well,
she didn't say 1984. I will say that. That's a plus.
She said Orwellian, though.
She said Orwellian and Fahrenheit 451ism, which I've never heard that before. But didn't say this is literally 1984.
Orwell wrote 1984 though, right?
Yeah.
So it's under the umbrella, so
it is. But it's
one step removed. I don't know if that's necessarily enough to heap praise. Here's the thing: freedom is fragile, but in my opinion, people have proven that they don't deserve it. So I don't care.
Yeah. I don't think that there's as much freedom as the people are led to believe.
No, I mean, yeah, there's not. People have selective memories, and I don't know. Yeah. It's like, dude, just get a fucking vaccine, or like, hey, don't threaten people at work.
Marjorie Taylor Greene was a big proponent of like Jewish space lasers and stuff. And it's like, maybe don't do that.
Yeah.
Like within Congress.
You don't want to get the Jews involved.
Yeah.
In a negative way. In a negative way.
Vax the Jews, folks.
And everyone else. It's everybody should get the vaccine, whether they want it or not.
Here's a take on her getting banned. Does anyone on the left get banned from Twitter? Let me tell you.
It's just the very far left.
The right is too stupid to follow terms of service is not that big of an own on the left. I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm in a fugue state.
How great is being in a fugue state?
It's fine. It's been fine. I'm going to, after this, make a nice dinner with my wife.
That sounds great, man. I'm not going to do that.
Yeah, you're going on a. Can we say it? Can we say it?
No, we can't.
We don't want to jinx it.
No, it's not.
You're going on an excursion.
I'm going on an excursion, and that's fine.
Yeah,
and we're not going to do anything about it.
I hope it's a good excursion. It's
probably going to be fine. I should not be talking about this on mic.
Okay.
Yeah.
This episode was recorded November 3rd.
It sure was, man. Yeah, we prepared a lot of bits and also had a little foresight into the Dalton situation, which we really should have told somebody that all this was going to pan out.
I just didn't believe it at the time.
Which is now.
Yeah, when
this is the time.
When the
we had a deadly premonition.
Yeah, I didn't believe it, and now that I have seen it with my own third eye that it's coming, I have no choice but to believe it.
Yeah, and we will be proven right when this goes live in basically 2 months. And people will be like, wow, those guys have
pretty smart.
Pretty good perception into the future.
Put the episode out when it's relevant and not before.
Yeah, well, because we knew we were not going to record for 2 weeks in the holidays because we were planning on taking a little break for everyone's sake, right? Yeah. Unlike the Doug Zone giving us a Merry Dougmas. You think that's a gift?
Stupid.
Fuck off.
Don't listen to the Doug Zone unless you like Matt and Ian. Don't listen.
And Doug.
If you like Doug, I have some different advice for you, but I cannot say it publicly.
Yeah, it's watch The Nostalgia Critic. That's your advice.
Buy crypto with Dalton's referral code.
Well, you're getting $25 is not nothing, man.
Buy Ethereum.
Put all of your money into crypto. This is not financial advice. What's the worst that could happen? You lose all your money? Sure. Who cares? It's not real anyway.
Yeah, I was about to say, money ain't real. Do you want to talk about our little argument about crypto?
No.
Okay.
I don't remember.
I thought that we had a discussion where we would turn the BBC monkey into an NFT. And then I got like 99% of the way there. And then you were like, don't do that.
Oh.
A little rude of you. I put a lot of effort into that.
Well, folks, listen back to previous episodes. And if I mention that I said that was cool, then let me know. And I will retract my statement.
It's fine. I mean, you're free to change your mind at any time. It's your intellectual property.
That monkey is my intellectual property. Let the record show. I drew that, and it's great. It's the only good thing I've ever done.
You're free to give and revoke consent at your will. I just thought that we were doing that, which is why I put in the effort.
I think when we had that conversation, it was like at least 6. assuming we had it, it was 6 months prior.
Yeah.
And I had forgotten.
Yeah. Totally fair.
Yeah. Because especially if it's anything in the wheelhouse of this podcast, and we talk about it, it's gone.
Yeah.
And that's good.
That's good. Nobody should remember anything that we say here.
No, you shouldn't.
I don't even remember what my criminal was.
The guy in Shreveport who beheaded a bunch of people or something.
Okay.
I don't remember his name, but I remember
he was a cop.
Maybe, yeah. ACAB. I remember you saying that. I wasn't.
I remember saying ACAB.
I was in a fugue state. You see,
how great is being in a fugue?
Yeah, it's a great way to get out of things. Oh man, dude, I have work tomorrow for the first time in like over 2 weeks.
Yeah, I have to decide if I'm going to go to work tomorrow.
Well, I'm not going. I have my monitor that I I took with permission from the office, sitting in front of me because we are being requested to work from home for 2 weeks because of the damn Rona. And I'm like, if I'm fucking stuck in this house for like months again, yeah, it's not going to be good.
It's coming.
I know. The final days are upon us, my friend. and then we're going to get hit by a blizzard, and it's just going to be like, cool. It's going to be great.
It will be funny.
It will be funny when I lose my mind.
Okay,
for the third year in a row.
2022 prediction.
Yeah.
Texas gets hit with another blizzard, knocks out the power grid. Ted Cruz gets COVID.
Okay.
Greg Abbott starts selling NFTs of the Texas flag.
That kind of rule, though. Those predictions are like kind of plausible. Yep. If they happened, I'd be like, that's not that weird.
It sucks. It would suck if any of that happened. Well,
the blizzard. I mean, that's just kind of. I mean,
it wouldn't suck if Ted Cruz got COVID, but whatever.
Teddy C.
Yeah. His name's not Ted.
Yeah.
Really?
Are you lying?
Yeah, I do that.
I feel like it isn't though, or
it's not.
Okay, so yeah, I was right.
Raphael Edward Cruz.
That was it. Yeah,
should be Red Cruz.
Red Cruz. That's kind of cool.
Cruz.
Raphael's sick too. Like
Raphael is great.
That's a great name. You should go with that. Ted, we know you're listening to this podcast. Change your name to Raphael or back to Raphael. Go by Raphael. It's cool.
Everyone thinks that you're the Zodiac Killer. Rebrand.
Yeah.
You grew a beard. Not enough. Go by Red Cruz.
Yeah. Grow your hair out so you look like the Witcher and call yourself Raphael. That would be pretty sick.
Yeah. I would vote for you in anything. American Idol. Other things.
Survivor.
I guess when you vote for someone in Survivor, it means they're getting kicked off.
Yeah. I was
doing a bit.
Yes. Let's see. New year, new me, baby. Let's
new
fucking
me.
Go.
Folks, new year, new us. What are your thoughts on never doing crimes again? Does that appeal to you?
Yeah, how much do you care about those? Sound off in the Discord. And by that, I mean Twitter. Like Matt and Ethan, Comrade.
Yeah.
Marty.
Doxed.
Sorry. Strike that from the record. We don't know who Marty could be anybody. It doesn't.
Marty
could be anybody.
Scorsese.
Martin Scorsese. We know you're yes. That's who we were talking about. All the Momo, usual suspect. Oh,
Momo, sound off.
No, Momo. I know you're listening to this. and I'm just waiting for you to slide in my DMs because you know how funny I am and how
Arthur,
charming I am.
Arthur, sound off. Arthur, just text me sometimes, you know? Doesn't need to be podcast related. Just be like, hey, how's it going?
Maybe you should text him sometimes and have it
I
not be
do.
podcast related.
I
don't
do.
even have his number. I can't even text Arthur at all.
I'll
I
give
can't
you
even
his number right now.
I'm not. Well, let's not do that.
I have several times texted him as a light friend check-in, which is the verbiage that I use. And then he is like, I will be active in the Discord again. Don't worry. I'm like, I'm just checking in that you're okay because you've been you have a tendency to go through 2 months of being depressed and not talking to anybody. And he's like, yeah, I do that. And I'm like, yeah, so that's why I'm like checking in on you. And then he'll go in the Discord and talk about Dark Souls.
Yeah,
and then,
I can't wait for Elden Ring to come out. We're going to get a lot of good Arthur content in the Discord.
Or he will be too busy gaming.
It'll be like a bit after the game comes out, and then he'll talk about it. Man.
Then we'll have him back on. Yeah. And we'll
talk about Elden Ring.
Litigate the time that he ghosted our good friend Comrade.
Well,
what happened, Arthur? You seemed so on the ball.
This is for nobody.
Yeah. This entire episode's kind of for nobody.
Show about nothing. Seinfeld
pills. Call your mom.
Succession is the vaccine. It's not funny, but it is so funny. But it's very sad that a poor boy, because I'm not going to call Dalton a man, a poor boy has lost his damn marbles. Yeah. Very publicly. And I think saying like lost his marbles is the best way to describe it. Because it's not like he went.
I think that you DM'd me that he scrambled his egg.
Yeah. Yeah, he did. He did probably scramble his egg a little bit as well. A little too hard.
Yeah. For those who don't know, Dalton is a dear friend of the cast. And
I'm shaking my head.
Yeah. He's a dear friend. Everything that he's doing seems like a thing that he would have done before he scrambled his egg. But just like now there's more of a level of sincerity to it.
Yeah, this seems like an ironic bit, and then the more you listen, you're like, oh, he believes everything he's saying.
Yeah. And
he's like stuck in a weird loop about it.
Yeah.
That's like, not to armchair diagnose, but I'm like, this sounds like schizophrenia. Frankly. It might be.
Who's to say? Anyway, that's the episode. We're rusty. Give us a break.
It's a new year. We're off to a smooth but rusty start, which you might think those two things are opposites, but I think you're limiting your brain. Play Minecraft.
Make NFTs. Who cares?
Yeah. Check out Red Rocket in the theater. Don't watch Licorice Pizza. Not for the reasons that people on Twitter are talking about. Just like I thought it was whatever. It's a whatever movie.
Write Ted Cruz. Tell him to start going by Raphael.
Definitely do that first.
That's number one on the list. And then watch Red Rocket.
Then play Minecraft.
Watch that the furry Pixar movie, Turning Red, Going Red.
That comes out even further. I mean, we're already talking 2 months in the future. I'm talking about that's like another 3 months in the future. I think that comes out in March, assuming, and because my future site's a little rusty, so I don't know how far in the future I can really see. But maybe it's even the dates pushed back because of the virus.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see the Encanto?
I have not yet.
I also have not.
I was going to watch.
I might make that homework for next week. I don't know.
It's Turning Red, music by Ludwig Göransson, who I'm a big fan of, actually.
I don't know who this Ludwig is.
Ludwig Göransson is a producer from Sweden who largely works with Childish Gambino.
I've heard that name before.
We've all heard that name.
Wait, well,
Famous
not ever.
famous scientist from The Martian, Childish Gambino.
He was in that movie?
Yeah, for like 6 minutes probably.
I watched that movie. I do not remember that at all. I mean, if it was just like some bit part, then
yeah, he's a bit part where he's the smartest man alive, but he was asleep when they told him the problem or something.
No.
I don't remember. I haven't seen it since 2015. Anyway, that's the episode. You got a lot of solid advice. We're going to put this out. Everyone's going to go crazy. What? We're back? Hiatus is over?
Yeah, some podcasts go on hiatus. They don't come back off. Loud boys.
Coward Hour.
Well, I'd say Reasonable Beef. No, but they did post an episode, so Tim said they might do monthly, maybe.
A lie. Interesting.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see how that goes.
Let's get Tim on the show.
Tim will not go on this show.
Maybe he will. Think about it. Don't think too hard. All right.
You keep telling me to not think too hard. I feel like I'm being manipulated in some way.
It's your coded phrase. It'll activate you once it's significantly implanted.
No, I'm activated. All right.
I think you just took a Cialis.
No, I hit the dab.
Dabtivated. All right, folks. Good night.
Oh, no.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Bazinga.